All right, Brad, today we're going to discuss 10 common habits that could be causing your pain.
Not only that, we're going to show you things to eliminate these habits or correct them.
Yeah, we're good guys.
Yeah, yep. Everything balances.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
All right, the first one I'm guilty of, Brad.
Yes.
When I write, I tilt my head to the left.
Yeah,
And in my days,
yeah.
I wrote a lot of notes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Do
So
you still write?
some, yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
now we type.
A lot of
I
type.
bet you probably tilt your head when you type.
I might. I don't know. But anyway, doing this for years
Yep.
results in pain on the right side. So if you have pain on the right, what I want you to do is tuck your chin in, yep, and then go to the right. You actually go to the painful side. Now, if you know that you actually tilt to the right or tilt to the left, you're going to tilt the opposite way.
Right.
So, what about you, Brad?
I don't tilt, Bob.
You don't.
No, I'm perfect.
You're on tilt.
No, I'm not sure, Bob. To be honest with you, I think I'm okay. I probably have more head forward problems
Sure.
than anything.
We'll talk about that next. But
Yep.
I had a dentist who tilted to the right, and he was getting pain all the way down his arm. So we had him tilt to the left. It worked beautiful.
And that was when he was actually working
Right.
at patient.
He's
not
working
notes.
like this. Right. Right.
All right.
All right, Brad, you alluded to this one. Forward head posture. So quite often occurs because of a computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
So a laptop
Yep.
down here,
Right.
and you're trying to gaze in its screen, at
Right.
screen.
And it can be a cell phone. You hold it down here. Driving, poor seated
Yeah.
posture, rounded back promotes that.
So the answer is what, Brad?
Wow, Bob, the infamous.
We said this before.
Yeah, the chin tuck.
Chin tuck.
You cannot go wrong with the chin tuck when done properly, of course.
So you're gonna tuck the chin in, but you don't go down.
No down,
You don't go up.
no up,
You go straight back.
straight back. Echoes. Yep. So you can do it like this. If you want, you can add a little pressure on your chin here. You're not going to push hard, just a little pressure.
Right.
You'll probably feel a little stretching back here in the upper neck.
Just imagine Brad trying to kiss you.
Yeah, don't. Why, Bob? Why, Bob?
That makes you do this.
Yeah.
And this.
So, yeah, anyways, probably do, 3 to 5 of these and do them every hour. or
Right.
so.
Do them throughout the day.
Yep.
All right. Rounded shoulders, Brad. Quite often it occurs also at the computer.
Yeah.
So this is a real simple one, Brad. You're gonna put your hands like this
Yep.
in a what we would call a golfer's grip.
Really?
Yep.
We had a thing like that for karate.
Oh,
Well,
good. So you're gonna bring your arms out
Yep.
like this, and you're gonna do circles this
Yep.
way. And if you're up to it, you can do 50.
yep.
And then you're gonna flip them, and you're gonna do circles this way.
Okay, so palms down or palms up.
Yep.
So we're actually getting those shoulders
Right.
and scapulas strengthened.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good posture while you're doing it, by the
Yeah,
way.
so you're going to pull the shoulders back and hold them there while you do those circles. It's amazing how those little muscles get tired when you do that.
Number 4, you sit more on one buttock, Brad, than the other.
I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
number
Bob.
5.
Oh, that's number 5?
Yeah.
But this
is just
kind of does
leaning
the
over.
same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. But it's usually, I think it's, Brad, when you have the wrong height chair.
Sure.
Like I want a stool,
Yep.
a real high stool, I tend to lean more on one
Sure.
side.
Sure.
So get the right height chair and try to pay attention. Stay level.
And some people have those really big, thick wallets like you got.
Right.
And then you put it in that pocket and then you're kind of at an angle
That's
as
right.
well.
Good point. All right, number 5, Brad, the one you were doing.
Oh. Yeah, this is one that some people do just because, I don't know why. I could never do it very
It
long.
kind of
but-
anchors you.
Yeah, and people feel good like this.
Right.
But it rounds your low back. It's just
Yeah.
not good.
So on Facebook, a lady was just saying she does this.
Yes.
And she said she's been in therapy for months.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the habit and deal with the pain. Because it can also loosen your SI,
Sure.
round your back, like you said.
Yep.
hurt your hip.
It's really hard to have good posture like this up here because it
Right.
affects everything. I think the best thing to do to correct this, put your leg down.
There you
I
go.
don't know why she's had therapy for all
Bump,
those
bump.
months.
That's right.
I shouldn't say that, but there's more to it, I'm sure.
Number 6, I think we're all guilty of this one, Brad.
Yeah.
Having a rounded back, especially for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah. I find myself doing this. It's like, what am I doing here? Or my wife will catch me.
Oh, my wife catches
And
me all
then
the
I
time.
correct and I
She
get
takes
back on.
great pleasure in finding me. So you can put a lumbar support. If you're in a soft couch or chair, you can put a throw pillow.
Oh, yeah. I have pillows on my couch and my recliner that I use all the time for
Me too.
positioning. And it makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
There, now I can feel it. Feels good.
can
and it
also
feels-
just-
Yes.
Move to the edge of the chair.
Yep.
And you round it out like this, and you're going to straighten up like this.
Shoulders back, chest out, chin up. There we go.
Difficult to do for a long period of time, though, right, Brad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's a habit that you need to work on for many, well, in my case, a lifetime. I'm slow. I'm
There we
very
go.
slow.
Number 7. You might not even know that you do this, Brad, but you tend to put more weight on one leg. And what happens quite often, right, very good.
I don't know what you're talking about,
You can
Bob.
actually end up straightening that knee, and this knee is bent. I put all my weight on this, and after a while, months,
Yep.
you'll start developing pain to that knee.
Right. Or it even could go up into the back of the pelvis,
Right.
because it twists things here. It's a habit that people aren't even aware of that they do. It's
Right.
just like normal.
So just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. That's all.
Stop.
Don't have to go to therapy. Just quit doing it.
Okay, number 8. Before I went to PT school,
Yes.
Brad, physical therapy school,
You remember that?
I remember I
Yeah.
did this constantly.
Yeah.
I was tall, so I'd try to bring myself down people's height, but I would lean forward on my hips.
Yeah.
And it looks terrible.
Yeah. You look like a dork.
Yeah, and I was.
Well, people say that in the comments, but we're okay.
Right.
We can laugh about
So
it.
you're hanging on your hips. You're
Right.
doing swayback. Called.
Right. And actually, this is one thing in 1995. I remember the year we talked about this in biomechanics.
Oh, really?
The two Y ligaments are in the
Right.
front of the hip, and they support
stabilize
that.
it.
Yep.
Right.
So you stretch those
So
ligaments out.
all you have to do, you could stay your stance,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
and you bring your hips back a
Yep.
little bit and lean forward just the slightest bit.
I can clearly feel that pressure off of my back,
Right.
particularly with my
Spondy.
stenosis. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 9, if you lock both knees while standing, Brad. You heard this story. You want to tell it?
Yeah, a couple hundred times I've heard. No, you do a good job with that. I would not do it justice.
So I had a guy that worked at Subway,
Yep.
and he had severe pain in both knees.
Yeah.
So all I had him do was stop locking his knees, bend his knees a slight bit, and it took his pain away.
Was he a little hyperextended in the
Yes,
knee?
he's hyperextended,
So he locked his
a little
knees
overweight.
out, and that pushed the knees in the opposite direction. So he just
Right.
went forward a little bit.
$400 to me and that advice, and then he
Problem
got better.
solved.
He solved.
Did he bring any Subway sandwiches
he
in?
should have.
Yeah, you could have got maybe a year's worth of lunches.
All right, Brad, I heard about this one from Ergosco.
Ooh.
That's kind of training. So he was really concerned about you turning your hips out. You turn your foot out.
Like this?
Right. Because it throws everything off.
Yeah.
Makes you.
I'm exaggerating this, but
right.
I have this naturally. This feels very normal. This feels abnormal
right.
for
and
me.
You're supposed to try to bring your toes in.
When I run, I'm like this.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, my feet are forward when I run.
Oh, you do the right thing then.
But when I stand still or walk, my foot's in the snow print are very clear.
Right.
Who's got the
And some
duck walk.
people, it's just one side.
Sure,
You know.
just one. Yep.
But pay attention and see if you do this. It can result in knee pain, foot pain, and hip pain.
Right. Although I'm a firm believer,
lucky.
if the body is actually that way naturally, it's not such a big deal.
Right, but yeah, it's more rare than you think.
Yeah. Well, I know my dad was like that. My brothers
you're
are like,
like
it's
it.
a
Right.
genetic situation.
You would be one of those types.
Yeah, well, someone's
All
got to
right.
be with it. So,
That was number 10, Brad.
all right. I hope people are still around. If they probably checked out at 2 or 3, possibly. But
Change your habits.
yeah, change your
Unless you're-
habits, and they can make a difference.
Unless you're a nun.
The hell's that got to- I mean, why, Bob? I'm done.
None wears a habit.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
All right. See you
Once
later.
again, I'm lost.